What's up, guys? Cables here. Today we'll do my review of Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 4, Episode 19. And the title was called Massacre, and sure, man, it was a massacre at the end of the episode, but let's get right into it. So, in the beginning of this episode, we have Ventress returning to the Night Sister planet of Dathomir, and basically she talks to Mother Taliesin about how she feels lost, and she doesn't know basically what to do with her life because she's been exiled by Count Dooku, and she's been betrayed, and then the whole thing with Savazo Prez didn't work out well, and she doesn't know what to do. And Mother Taliesin basically tells her, you know what, it's time for you to go back to your roots, it's time for you to become a true Night Sister, and put everything behind you in the past, basically, it's time for you to become a true Night Sister and join your sisters, and she agrees to. And then we get to Count Dooku talking to General Grievous, and he basically tells Grievous it's time to get our revenge against the Night Sister for everything they've done with the whole thing with Savazo Press and everything, and he wants to kill Ventress and get revenge on Mother Taliesin. And of course, it doesn't make sense because, the Sith, they never forget anything, If you do anything to them, you cross their path, they will remember it, and they will, eventually they will get their revenge. Revenge is all, is the one of the main things the Sith, embody, revenge, hatred, and all those other emotions, basically. And so basically, General Grievous is like, all right, it's time we get revenge on Ventress for betraying us. And he has like this power walk, basically, walking to his fleet. It's time to get revenge. And he has basically battle droids, super battle droids, tanks. He's ready to go. To battle. And he even said he's like, it's time to battle on Dathomir. And then we go back to the planet of Dathomir where Ventress is going through this whole ritual, baptism. Basically, yeah, she gets baptized by the Night Sisters, and she basically, she becomes a true Night Sister after that. It was a nice ritual, actually, and they have a whole festival, they have a feast, congratulating, Ventress on becoming a true Night Sister, but then they get attacked by some droids, and then the Battle of Dathomir begins. And basically, General Grievous, of course, he always stays back, and he's sending the droids out to battle, and the Night Sisters actually go in battle, and Ventress actually leads the charge. And I gotta say, these Night Sisters, they know how to fight, I really like the laser bows and the sword, but they know how to fight hand-to-hand combat, they're pretty skillful. And also, Mother Taliesin, she's actually pretty good, too, she had a whole bunch of spells, and then basically she was zapping all the droids one by one, but she realized that she needed more troops because, the Night Sisters were few in number against the endless droid army. So she goes back to her quarters and basically, calls for her friend Daka, who's like the sorceress, and he basically makes this spell that rises up the dead, and we see these dead Night Sisters, and man, this army of the undead, man, they were crazy. They were just running in, they were ripping heads of droids and everything like that. And Ventress, she was doing good, leading the charge, ordering her Night Sisters to do, go up in the trees. She was a good leader, actually, a very good leader. And she was just basically taking out the droids and some nice fight scenes that we see. And they basically head towards where Grievous is, and there's actually this one tank where basically it would shoot like this, somewhat of an incinerator, and I think this was way back in like season 2 where this weapon was actually being tested, where it basically would shoot like this missile of fire, then it would just implode. I think you guys know what I'm talking about from season 2. When Anakin was injured and they had to go on this planet, but they were pacifists and all that. Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah, it was a cool weapon, but it gets taken out, and finally we get to the confrontation of Grievous and Ventress. And basically, this is a fight that I actually been wanting to see for a while now, and it started off pretty good, but Grievous thought he was stronger than her, but Ventress easily took out Grievous, but of course Grievous couldn't let that happen, so he sent his droids to attack. And while all this is happening, Mother Taliesin actually gets a lock of Count Dooku's hair, and basically this was within the orb that she asked a few Night Sisters to get. And basically, from this hair, she makes a voodoo doll out of Count Dooku, and she starts to torture Count Dooku, and basically, burn his body, and he's in extreme pain. And I gotta say, Mother Taliesin is a true witch. She embodies the whole idea of what a witch is. I mean, with the sorcery and that deep voice of like evil than just the voodoo doll. You know, if you look up what a witch is in mythology, Mother Taliesin for the win for that. I mean, she's a legitimate witch, and I actually like how, you know, with all these spells and stuff, she's a legitimate character. I like Mother Taliesin. She's good. And so basically, when the battle is still continuing, you know, Ventress gets hurt, and then the other Night Sisters start getting taken down, and basically Count Dooku calls Grievous, and he's in pain, and he's like, "Yo, Grievous, you gotta get this witch, man. I'm telling you, she's about to kill me." Like he said, "Go get her now." And Grievous was running towards his droid army, and they confronted Mother Taliesin, and she was still torturing her. And I'm telling you, I love Mother Taliesin. She's a really good witch, and they did a really good job with constructing her and all this sorcery and magic. I really love digging her character. I really do. And so, you know, when this whole thing is happening, you know, Grievous confronts Mother Taliesin, and he kills Daka, and she somehow escapes, and she kind of turns to this green mist. And unfortunately, in the end, you know, the other Night Sisters were dead, and they kind of pretty much lost. And Ventress was just wounded, and then Mother Taliesin, as like a ghost in a way, in this green mist, she was surrounded by green mist, and she was telling Ventress that it's all over, and that it's time for her to start a new chapter in her life, and basically, you know, do what she basically thinks is right. And then she disappears. Now, I don't think that Mother Taliesin is dead, maybe. I don't think she's dead because, you know, she didn't really get shot. I mean, unless she turned into, like, a spirit form or something. I don't know, but she just left. Maybe to go and guide Savas Oprez, perhaps, because I'm telling you, sooner or later we're going to see Darth Maul, and I'm really waiting for that episode to happen. So maybe she went to Darth Maul. She went to Savas Oprez for guidance, to guide him or something. I don't know. But anyways, you know, Ventress is left alone on the planet, and that's pretty much how the episode ends. Like I said, this episode was really good. It's a good battle between the Night Sisters and the droid army. I'm really loving Mother Taliesin. Maybe in the future we get to see more of her with her sorcery and magic, but she's a good witch, and the creators did a good job with this character, Mother Taliesin. Thumbs up for her. But yeah, you know, it's pretty sad though, because Ventress is basically back to where she started. You know, she's all alone, and she doesn't really know what to do and stuff like that. And I know some of you are probably wondering, why didn't Darth Maul's species of people help? Well, you have to think about it. Like, they were, I believe, were on the other side of the planet, and really, you know, it wasn't time to get called them to go run over there to help with the battle. So that's probably why they didn't help. But pretty much, you know, the Night Sisters, they're done. And Mother Taliesin's somewhere to be somewhere. But this episode was really good. I liked the battle. Please let me know what you thought about this battle, about with Ventress and the whole episode, and about Mother Taliesin. I'm telling you, she is a legitimate witch. Yes, a thumbs up for her, and thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe. Press that subscribe button up there, and for more great reviews and other videos that I do make. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thanks.